He installed locks, walked away. How is that 1 minute? Accident?
Mandy, open your eyes, baby. Look at me. She's not knocking anymore. I'm standing in a blazing parking lot, my hands slamming against the glass of our SUV, my 6-year-old daughter locked inside, strapped into her seat, her face flushed and still. My husband said, 1 minute. He walked away. And somehow the door's locked, the windows won't move, and my child is trapped in a car that's turning into an oven. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. I'm hitting the unlock over and over, nothing. I call him voicemail. Again, voicemail. Then a man behind me says, that system didn't just fail, someone said it that way. And right as I scream for help, my phone buzzes in my hand. A message from my husband. I look down and my stomach drops. The screen lights up with his name, Derek, and for half a second, relief hits me so hard my knees almost give out. I swipe it open. Don't make a scene. I stare at the words, not understanding them at first, like they're in another language. Behind me, someone says, call 911, and another voice is already giving our location, but all I can hear is that message echoing in my head. Don't make a scene? I look back at Mandy. Her head is tilted slightly to the side, her curls stuck to her forehead with sweat. She always listens, always waits when she's told. Derek told her to stay in the car all the time, just for a minute. She trusts that. Derek! I shout, even though he's nowhere in sight now. This isn't funny! I hit the unlock again. Nothing. I yank the handle. Locked. I fumble with the key fob, pressing every button like maybe I missed one, like maybe there's something I don't understand. A man steps closer beside me, squinting at the door. What kind of car is this? Derek he installed something, I say, my voice shaking. Some security thing. He said it was safer. The man's expression changes. Not confused, not uncertain. Certain. That's not standard, he says quietly. If it's not responding, it's been overridden. Overridden. My phone buzzes again in my hand. Another message. You always overreact, she's fine. I feel something shift in my chest, panic twisting into something sharper, colder. I look up, scanning the parking lot, finally noticing what I didn't before. Derek isn't anywhere near the store entrance. He didn't go inside. And suddenly, this doesn't feel like something that went wrong. It feels like something he meant to happen. I press my forehead against the glass, my voice dropping to a whisper Mandy can't hear. Why would he do this? Break the window! Someone shouts again, louder this time, but I hesitate just for a second, my hand frozen midair with the key fob still clenched tight. Because none of this makes sense if Derek is about to walk back any moment. He said 1 minute, I say out loud, like saying it will make it true, like someone will point and say, there he is, see? But no one points. No one sees him. I try calling again, it rings once, then straight to voicemail. I call again, same thing. My chest tightens harder with each unanswered attempt. Behind me, people are gathering now. A woman with a stroller, a teenager holding up his phone, a store employee jogging over with a look of alarm. How long has she been in there? The employee asks. I don't know. I stammer. A few minutes. He walked away. Who did? My husband. Saying it out loud makes it sound worse. Makes it real in a way I don't want it to be. I look back at Mandy. Her small hand is still resting near the door handle. She must have tried to follow him. She always does. She hates being left behind. But she didn't cry. She didn't scream right away. That's Mandy. She waits. She listens. She trusted him. And now she's not moving. Hey, sweetheart! I knock on the glass again, forcing my voice higher, brighter. Mommy's right here, okay? Stay with me. Nothing. The man beside me circles the car slowly, checking the other doors. All locked, he says, completely sealed. I don't understand, I whisper. She knows how to open it. She's done it before. Not if the system's engaged, he replies. Some of these, they can disable everything from outside. Outside. I swallow hard. A woman nearby speaks up, hesitant. I saw a man walk that way. She points toward the far edge of the parking lot, but he didn't go into the store. My head snaps in that direction. It's too far to see clearly now, just rows of cars, heat shimmering off the asphalt. That's where he went? I ask. I think so, but that's not where he said he was going. My phone buzzes again in my hand, and this time I don't want to look because something deep in my gut already knows. This isn't him being careless. I force myself to read it anyway, and the words on the screen make my grip tighten until my knuckles ache. Stop embarrassing me. I say it out loud, and this time there's no confusion, just disbelief, sharp and rising fast. Behind me, the crowd has doubled. Someone's on the phone with 911 giving updates. A woman crouches beside me, trying to peer in through the glare. Another man is already scanning the ground for something heavy. And I'm still staring at my phone. He thinks this is a scene? She's getting worse, someone says. I snap my head back toward the car. Mandy's chest is moving but slower. Her lips look dry, her face flushed deeper now, a frightening shade of red I've never seen on her. Okay, that's it, a man says, grabbing a tire iron from the back of a pickup. Move back. No, wait. I start instinct kicking in, fear of making it worse, fear of doing the wrong thing, but then I look at Mandy again, and hesitation disappears. Do it, I say, my voice breaking. The first hit cracks the glass with a sharp, violent pop. Mandy doesn't react. The second hit shatters it. Hot air rushes out like opening an oven. I reach in immediately, my arm scraping against jagged edges as I unlock the door from the inside and throw it open. Mandy! I unbuckle her, pulling her into my arms. Her body is limp, too limp, but she's breathing, shallow, uneven, but there. I've got you, baby, I've got you, I repeat, over and over, even though I'm not sure if she can hear me. Lay her down, keep her cool, someone says. A jacket appears under her head. Another person hands me a bottle of water. Sirens finally cut through the noise in the distance. My phone buzzes again. I don't want to look. I shouldn't look, but I do. Another message from Derek. Now maybe you'll listen. My hands start shaking so badly I almost drop the phone. Listen to what? I look down at Mandy, then back at the shattered window, then out at the parking lot where Derek disappeared, and for the first time, the full weight of it hits me. This wasn't just reckless. This was intentional. And whatever he thinks I'm supposed to listen to, I haven't heard the worst of it yet. Ma'am, I need you to step back. The paramedic's voice cuts through everything as they gently take Mandy from my arms and lay her onto a stretcher. An oxygen mask is placed over her face, her small chest rising unevenly beneath it. I'm coming with her, I say immediately, moving forward, but a police officer steps in front of me, firm but controlled. I will get you there, he says. I just need to ask a few questions first. Now? I look at him, stunned. My daughter. She's breathing, they're working on her. I need to understand what happened. What happened? The words echo in my head like I don't already know. My husband locked her in the car, I say, my voice flat, distant. He said 1 minute, then he left. Left where? I don't know, my voice cracks now. He said he was going into the store, but someone saw him go the other way. The officer nods, jotting something down. Around us, people are still watching, some whispering, some filming. I can feel it. This moment is no longer private. It's already spreading beyond this parking lot. Did the vehicle malfunction? He asks. No, I say immediately, shaking my head. No, someone said it was overridden. He installed something, a system. I didn't even know how it worked. The officer's expression tightens slightly at that. Do you have his number? I let out a hollow laugh. He's texting me. I hold up my phone with trembling hands. The officer reads the messages, his jaw shifting subtly as he processes them. Don't make a scene. You always overreact. She's fine. Stop embarrassing me. Now maybe you'll listen. He looks back at me. Has he ever done anything like this before? I hesitate. Not like this. But Derek had been changing. Losing his job hit him harder than he admitted. He stopped talking, started controlling small things, money, schedules, decisions about Mandy. He needed things to go his way. I swallow. He's been different, angry, but not. I glance toward the ambulance where Mandy is being loaded in. Not this. The officer nods slowly. We're going to locate him. As if on cue, another officer approaches, speaking low but urgent. His vehicle system pinged once before going offline. GPS was manually disabled. My stomach drops. Manually. He didn't just walk away. He made sure no one could follow. I look back at the shattered car window, the heat still radiating from inside, and every piece clicks into place, the system, the messages, the direction he walked. This wasn't a mistake. It was controlled, planned, and suddenly, the question isn't what happened. It's why. The officer turns back to me, voice quieter now. Ma'am, has your husband ever threatened you before? I stare at him, my throat tight, Mandy's face flashing in my mind, still silent, trapped. Not like this, I say. But as the ambulance doors slam shut, I realize that might not be true anymore. The police find Derek 3 hours later. Not hiding, not running. He's sitting on the edge of a motel bed just off the highway, his phone in his hand like he's been waiting for it to ring. When they knock, he opens the door almost immediately, calm, composed, like this is an inconvenience, not an emergency. He doesn't ask about Mandy. At the station, his explanation comes out in pieces, but it's clear, deliberate. He says he felt like everything was slipping, losing his job, falling behind on bills, watching me take over decisions. He says I stopped listening to him, that I was pulling away, that I was gonna leave and take Mandy with me. So he needed to make me understand, not with a conversation, with a situation I couldn't ignore. He admits he installed the locking system himself, modified it beyond standard settings, says he tested it, says he knew exactly how long it would take before anyone could get in. I was coming back, he insists. I just needed her to panic, needed you to panic. Like that explains anything. Like that makes it controlled. Like 4 minutes is nothing. Back at the hospital, Mandy is awake when I finally get into her room, pale, quiet, an IV in her arm, the oxygen mask gone now. Her eyes find me immediately. Mom, she says softly. I'm at her side in a second, holding her hand, careful of the wires. I'm here, baby. I'm right here. She studies my face like she's trying to understand something. Why wouldn't the door open? She asks. My throat tightens. There isn't a version of the truth that fits into that question. So I smooth her hair back and say the only thing I can without breaking in front of her. It's not going to happen again. And this time, I mean it in a way I never have before. Derek is charged within 24 hours, child endangerment, unlawful restraint, reckless conduct. The messages, the witnesses, the modified system, it all lines up too cleanly. There's no confusion about intent. The video from the parking lot spreads faster than I expect. People recognize him, recognize us. The story gets told over and over, but never the way it felt inside that moment. His family calls me first, asking questions, then defending him, then going quiet when I send them the messages. Mine doesn't hesitate. They show up. They stay. I file for separation before the week ends. Emergency custody is granted just as quickly. There's paperwork, statements, interviews, but none of it feels as heavy as the realization sitting underneath it all. He didn't lose control. He tried to take it back. Weeks later, I'm standing beside a different car in a quieter parking lot, the sun just as harsh, the air just as hot. I buckle Mandy and myself. I check the lock, then I check it again. She watches me from the back seat, quieter than she used to be, but steady. Are we waiting for Dad? She asks. I meet her eyes in the rearview mirror. No, I say, starting the engine, we're not waiting anymore. And this time, the doors open exactly when I tell them to.
Would you forgive him, or was this planned from the start? Tell me.